people out there that are for gun control and for banning higher magazine capacities have asked this question many times. And that question is, why would an average American ever have a need for a rifle such as this AR-15 and a high capacity magazine such as a 30-round magazine or this 50-round drum that you see in this rifle? Now, first off, I'll state that above everything else, ours is a Bill of Rights, not a Bill of Needs. So that's the answer right there. But with that said, I'm going to provide some additional answers. And the reason that I'm doing that is because a lot of politicians and a lot of people that are for gun control have constantly said, well, nobody can give me a good reason why we should have higher capacity magazines. Well, I'm about to give a few. Reason number one. There are tons of disabled Americans in this country today. For whatever reason, they may be limited in mobility. They may be limited in fine motor function. They may be limited for whatever reason. Because of that, they might not be able to have the fine motor skills to insert magazine after magazine, low capacity magazine after low capacity magazine in a stressful situation. A rifle like this is light, it's very accurate, especially at close quarters ranges. And a configuration like this would allow that disabled person to have a rifle safely loaded and ready for their defense without having to worry about somehow fumbling for 10-round magazine after 10-round magazine after 10-round magazine, or in the case of New York, 7-round magazine after 7-round magazine after 7-round magazine. That is one need. And that is so disabled people, people that don't enjoy the dexterity and the mobility that a lot of other people have, they can defend themselves. Reason number two is most of America is a rural country. If you look at a map, most of America is smaller communities, communities where people are spread out. Law enforcement response times in those communities can be 30 minutes, 40 minutes, depending on how spread out the residents are. Now, keeping that in mind, if you have a situation happening in your rural community, in your house, and law enforcement is 30 minutes away, what would you rather have by your side? Having a tool such as this will greatly increase the chances of survival for that person that's enduring that assault, enduring that home invasion. Because people like to think of terms in American cities, but they forget that crime does happen in rural areas. Home invasions do happen in rural areas. Assaults happen in rural areas. Shootings happen in rural areas. With police so far away, a person needs the ability to effectively defend his or herself, her loved ones, his or her home. And a tool like this will give them the means to effectively defend themselves. Number three, imagine yourself at home. It's the middle of the night. You have loved ones in that home sleeping in a different room. You hear a crash. Your home is being invaded. Your first thought is, I have to get to my loved ones. And I'm sure anybody can agree, mother, daughter, father, son, brother, sister, it doesn't matter. Your first thought, if you have loved ones in a home and it's being invaded, is, I got to get to them. A tool such as this, not only being lightweight, not only being very accurate, which, by the way, a rifle such as this with a high degree of accuracy keeps innocent people safe, in the fact that you are less likely to hit an innocent bystander with the proper training. So think about that real quick. But a rifle setup such as this, with a 50-round drum, will allow that individual to respond in seconds. In a home invasion, seconds count. Okay? I know this from experience. Growing up, I've had the displeasure of experiencing home invasions. One home invasion I know of, the person left within seconds of entering our home because my father had a rifle. When you respond within seconds with a tool such as this, you have adequate self-defense at your disposal in order to protect yourself and loved ones. You will not have time to pick up a rifle or a handgun and fumble with multiple 10-round magazines, because when you leave your bed and you go into the unknown facing a lethal threat, what would you rather have? Would you rather have a tool such as this that gives you, the law-abiding citizen, an upper hand over the criminal, or would you rather have a less capable firearm with a max capacity of 10 rounds, or in the case of New York, a max capacity of 7 rounds? This gives the individual the ability to pick up this tool that has been maybe preloaded and safely stored, which is easy to safely store one of these tools. It gives the person the ability to get up, grab this tool, and then within seconds respond to whatever is threatening their safety or their loved one's safety. Because when you wake up in the middle of the night and somebody's breaking into your home, you're not going to have time to throw pants on. You're not going to have time to grab multiple 10-round or 7-round magazines. You're not going to have time for that. You have to respond immediately. This tool gives the American citizen the means to do so. So I want you to think about that. Some people might say, well, this guy, he's not really given strong reasons. Well, I'll tell you what. Here's my challenge to you. If you are for gun control and you are for magazine restrictions, I challenge you to make a video and link it to this video, and you give me good reasons why we should not have this tool. I want you to give me good reasons why a lawful American citizen should not have this tool at their disposal to protect themselves or loved ones. That's my challenge to you. To the fellow members of the gun community that watch this, and I know there's a lot of you, my challenge to you is to share this video, make videos of your own. There may be other reasons that I haven't covered. Make videos of your own. Make your voice heard. Make people understand that it's time to put the accountability on the criminal, not on the law-abiding citizen. So thank you for watching, and as always, stay safe.